Hello. The Media Uploader window should be familiar to you at this point in our tutorials. You saw it when setting the featured image of a post, and again, when inserting an image into the content of the post. So clearly this window does a number of tasks, and in this lesson, you walk through some of the key ones. If your WordPress interface is different, please install the Classic Editor plugin, but in fact, the difference is little, and you can continue the video. Now, when you open the Media Uploader window, it shows you only what you need, based on the button or link you used to open it. If you click Set Featured Image, there is only one task you can perform: set the featured image. But if you click the Add Media button, the window shows the Insert Media function with a menu on the left side to switch functions, including Set Featured Image. This can be a bit confusing, because people sometimes think these are different windows, but all versions of it are referred to as the Media Uploader window. When you click Add Media, the window has a menu on the left side. The four most common operations for the Media Uploader include: Add Media, Create Gallery, Set Featured Image, and Insert from URL. There are two other operations of Create Audio Playlist and Create Video Playlist. But these appear only if there is at least one file of that type in the media library. Firstly, for adding media. This is the most commonly used function of the Media Uploader, putting media into the content of posts and pages. It consists of two tabs: Upload Files and Media Library. As soon as you have at least one file in the media library, the default state of the Add Media screen is to show the media library. By default, the Media Library tab shows all files in the library, but you can filter results by using the drop-down or the search function. From the Media Library results, you can insert one or more media files at a time by clicking the files you want. You can verify what's going to be inserted by looking for a check mark on the thumbnail, and whether the file shows up in the attachment details area on the right. But if you're uploading several files, they can't all show up on the right side, and if you have more than a few files in your library, they won't all show up at the same time within the window to see if they're checked. So, how do you remember which ones you've selected? By looking at the little selected area at the bottom of the window. With images you have a tiny thumbnail, and with other files you have an icon. After you finish selecting, you can click the Insert into Post button at the lower right. But before you do, in particular with images, it's important to check the attachment details. On the right side of the Media Uploader, there's a gray section called Attachment Details, where you can find all of a file's details when you select it. The unfortunate fact is that, unless you have a tall screen, you don't see all the attachment details. Some of the most important information has to be accessed by scrolling. So, always remember to scroll down and check all details before inserting a file into your content. The attachment details area has three main functions. The first concerns the file specifications. Here, you can find a variety of file specifications, depending on the type of file. WordPress would have created automatically an image that's only 125 pixels wide has no smaller versions, whereas one that's 1200 pixels wide will have a thumbnail, medium, and large version. The file size specifications are also helpful in spotting images that are unnecessarily large or deciding which of two versions of a PDF that you accidentally uploaded is the one you optimized for the web. When you do come across a file that should be deleted, there's a handy Delete Permanently link. And when it says permanently, that means the file does not go to the trash with the possibility of restoring it later. If you want to edit an image after uploading it, there's also an Edit Image link. In the middle area of attachment details, you have the opportunity to add and modify several types of metadata about the file. Following are the four options for metadata. The file title is an HTML attribute that is used as a kind of tooltip when you mouse over the file. While WordPress automatically fills this field with the file's name, changing it does not change the file name. Captions are used mostly for images but are available for use with other file types. How captions display depends on your theme. Alternative or alt text was originally devised for web reader programs used by the visually impaired, so that images could have a short description. The description displays on the attachment page. Every media file you upload to WordPress automatically has a web page assigned to it, which is known as the attachment page. Display settings is one of the most used sections of attachment details, but for browsers on most devices, it remains entirely or partially hidden, and you have to scroll to see the settings. Up to 3 settings are found here, depending on the file type. Alignment means whether an image floats to the left or right of the surrounding text, or whether it sits on its own line, either to the default left or centered in the content area. Linking is a choice that's available for all files, though again it varies with the type. Attachment pages were mentioned earlier, and these are complete web pages, with your header, footer, and so on, and the file and its description showing in the content area. Linking to media file is going to be the usual choice for non-image files, because you want visitors to download or play them, although you may want visitors to go to the attachment page, and get more details before downloading or playing. In most cases for images, I would recommend the none setting for link to. It can be confusing for visitors to click an image and be taken to an attachment page, even more so if you choose media file, because they'll simply see the full-size image in a blank browser window. Secondly, for creating gallery. A WordPress gallery is a collection of images that automatically is formatted through your theme. Galleries are created and managed through the Media Uploader window. Exactly how the screen looks for galleries depends on the function you perform, but the Create Gallery link on the left menu produces the screen. You click on each image you want, and a checkmark is displayed to indicate your choices. Thirdly, for setting featured image. This link produces the same screen you would get if you click the Set Featured Image link in the Featured Image meta box of a post or a page. Although it's similar to the Insert Media version of the screen, there are 2 important differences. You can choose only one image. There are no display settings. Your theme determines where and how the featured image displays. Remember that a featured image is not inserted by themes into the actual content of a post. Although commonly these days, it displays somewhere near the top of a post. Fourthly, for inserting media from URL. The first step is to enter the full URL for the file. Make sure the http:// or https:// is at the beginning. Give it a moment for WordPress to find the file to determine what type it is. If it's an image, for example, you'll see the image displayed along with various settings. If you're linking to a video or audio file, WordPress displays it in a player if the connection is successful. For a document such as a PDF, WordPress simply verifies that it exists, then you can enter the title, which is the text to which the document is linked in your content. I finished here the video. If you find it useful, subscribe for more video. Thanks and see you soon in the next videos.